Okay, so there are two ways to create dynamic link. First one is manually and second one is by code. We already created dynamic link manually in our previous videos. So in this video, we will create it by code. For example, this is a bookstore app and we are selling these books. Okay, so these are our products. And let's say I want to share this book. So let's say Lord of Rings, and here I can buy this book and I can share this book. So when I click on this share button, then I will got a link. Okay, now let's share with Gmail. This is the link and I email share. Okay, now close this app, go to Gmail. This is the URL. Okay, now if I click on this link, then it should open the same book, Lord of the Rings. So let's click on this URL, and after some time, as you can see, it is opening the same book. So that's the trick. So user can share any of this book, any of this product. So that's good. Now let's uninstall the app. This is the app. Let's uninstall. Okay, now I don't have the app. So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's click on this link. So it is redirecting us to this Google Play Store. Okay, so that's good. Let's install this app. Now open the app. Then bingo, we are in the same book. So that's how dynamic link works. We can share any product, and in our case, we can share any book with one link, and this link directly gonna send user to our app. Doesn't matter whether or not our app is installed or not, and it's multi-platform, so same link work for iOS and Android. Okay, now we will continue our project that we left in our previous video. We already added this share with friend button, and now we will add our books. So you want to add payments in your Flutter app. Watch these Udemy courses and learn all about payments from scratch. Okay, now let's add our books. So for adding the book, so we already have the images. We just need to add some code. So you need to go to this GitHub repository, and if you scroll down, then you will find this field data, and you just need to copy this field data. I already have all the book names, book price and images, all the stuff declared here. You just need to copy this and go to here and paste it over here. Okay, so first we have book images. So we already have here assets, book images, all the images, all 6 images we are declaring here. After that we have book price, then we have book name, then we have book description. Okay, so this is all good. Now in the scaffold, type body, and in the body we will have a grid view dot builder, and let me close this. Okay, so first thing we need to give is grid delegate. So here we can say silver grid delegate with fixed cross access count. Okay, and here in the cross access count, type 2. Then we need to, then in the item builder, type context index, then add curly brackets, and here we will return a container for now. Okay, instead of saying container, let's return a card, and then type child image dot assets. Okay, now we need images. So if you scroll up, then we have this images variable. Copy this, scroll down, paste it over here, dot element at index, save it. Now reload the app. Okay, now we can see the images. That's good, and it is giving an error. Okay, so it is giving error because we need to declare count also. So here in the grid view builder, type item count, and we can say, so as you can see, we have 6 images. That means we have 6 books. So here in the item count we can say 6, save it. Now reload the app. Okay, so error is gone. That's good. Okay, now let's increase the height of this card. So here in the grid delegate, after this cross access count, type child accept ratio, 0.7. Save it, reload the app. After this, let's give some space between these books. So we can say spacing, main axis spacing 10, cross axis spacing 10. Save it, now reload the app. So as you can see in our card, in some images we have this white space. So let's fix that. So here in the image, type fit box fit dot fill. So then it's gonna fill our full box. So now reload the app. Okay, now it is looking good. When user click on the book, we will show book details like title, description with buy button and share button. Now for that, let's create a new file, book details page dot, and it's a stateful class. So type stf, then for the class name type book details page, and here in the build return scaffold. Alright, now we need to add some fields. So type final string name, we can say book name, then copy this, paste it over here again, then again, and here we can say bk for book, then we can say description, then we can say bk price and image. Okay, and one more field we need to add is final int book number. Okay, and here as you can see it is giving error, so go to quick fix and click on add final fields format parameters. So click on this. Okay, now when user click on any book, then we will navigate him to our book detail page. So copy this class name, go to home page, and here in the card wrap it with a widget and type gesture detector, and on tap type navigator dot push contacts, then material page route. Okay, let me close this, and here in the builder add brackets, then context, then arrow key. Now paste the class name that you copied, book detail page, paste it over here, add brackets, then go to quick fix and import the package. Okay, so it is giving error because we need to give these fields. So let's give it one by one. So first field we need to give is book description, then image, then name, then price, then book number, and that's it. Okay, so let me add some space here. Now let's give it one by one. For book description, we have this field, copy it, paste it over here, dot element at index. Now for book image, copy this field, paste it over here, dot element at index. Now for book name, copy this field, paste it over here, dot element dot index. For book price, copy this book price, paste it over here, dot element index. Now for book number, we just need to give index. Okay, and that's it. Now reload the app. Alright, so now if I click on this image, then we are in our book detail page. Now go to book detail page, and here in the scaffold at app bar, then type title, text, we can say book details, and reload it. Okay, so now we can see the app bar, and let's update the color of the app bar. So we can say background color theme dot of context dot scaffold background color, and we need to change the text color to black. So type style text style colors dot black. Okay, now reload the app. Alright, now let's remove the shadow. So type elevation, set it to 0, and okay, now we need to update that arrow color to black. So type icon theme data colors dot black. Save it, reload the app. Alright, now we can see the arrow also. Cool. After this, app bar, type body, then column children, and inside this children we will have first image. So type image dot assets, and we have the image here in this field. So we can type widget dot book image. Now save it, reload the app. Alright, so now we can see the image. Let's adjust the image height. So wrap this image with a widget sized box, and in the height type 250. For the width type double dot max finite. Now reload the app. Okay, now let's fill the width. So here in the image type fit box fit dot fit width. Save it, reload the app. Alright, now it's looking good. After this image we will show text description and all the stuff. So here type text and widget dot book name. First we will show our book name. Okay, so save it, reload the app. We can see the book name. Let's increase the fonts. So here in the text type text style font size, set it to 20, reload the app. Okay, now copy this text widget, paste it once, and here instead of saying book image we will say book description. Save it, reload the app. Okay, we can see the book description also, that's good. And let's decrease the font size to 18 for the description, and let's give some space between this text. So here we can say sized box of height 10, and copy this text box over here. Save it, reload the app. Alright, now we can see some spaces, that's good. Now let's give some padding in our description. So wrap this description with a padding widget, and let's wrap this also with a padding widget. Now reload the app. Okay, now we will add a buy button and a share button. So user can share this book with his friends. Okay, so here after this padding we can say elevated button on press, and the child we can say text buy, and we need to show the price also. So add a dollar sign, curly brackets, then inside this curly brackets type widget dot price book price, widget dot book price. Save it, now reload the app. Okay, so we can see this buy button, that's looking good. Now we will add a share button also. So simply copy this button, paste it over here, and let's say share with friends. Now reload the app. Okay, let's change the color of this button. So here we can type style elevated button dot style from, then type primary, then type colors dot green. Save it, load the app. Okay, so we have buy button as share button, that's all we need. So for payment gateway you can add Stripe, PayPal or Flutter in-app purchase. I already created videos on this topic where you can learn all about the payment stuff, and I'm not gonna talk about the payment part in this video. If you don't know how to add payment, you can go to gappsolution.com or you can go to Udemy. I already have videos there. And in this video we will work on the share button. Okay, so when user click on the share button, then he can share this book with his friends by link, and when other user click on that link, then they will be redirected to this page. So basically we just create a dynamic link when user click on this share page. For that we have this plugin Firebase dynamic links. Okay, and we will use it. First thing we need to do is initialize our Firebase. So you need to go to your main. So after this main, type these two lines. Okay, and you need to import Firebase core package. After that we need to type async here because it's a future method. After initializing, now we need to close the app. Now run it again. Flutter run, press enter. Okay, then go to book detail page and scroll down. So in the book, when user click on this share button, so this is the share button. Okay, so here in the on press, we will create dynamic link. So first thing we need to create dynamic link parameters. So type dynamic links parameters. Then here we have, inside it we have some parameters. First is link and second one is URI prefix. Okay, so link is the URL of your website. So you need to type https:// your website dot page whatever page .com. Okay, and it is giving error because we need to give URI, not a string. So we can say URI dot press and here inside this we can pass this string like this. Okay, now we need to give our URI prefix. Here we just need to pass our main domain. So if you go to Firebase, this is the main domain we have. So simply you can copy this and paste it over here. Just remove this download stuff, save it. Okay, these two are required parameters and we have two more parameters. First one is Android parameters and second one is iOS parameters. Okay, let me close this. Okay, so this URI prefix is the live URL. So this is the URL that user will see, that we will share. So we can say here live URL, and here this is the link. This is for web browser. So when a user open this link on web browser, then he will be redirected to this website. Okay, so this is for web browser. And now we will define the behavior for Android user and for iOS user. Okay, now we need to define our Android parameters. So here type Android parameters, and first thing we need to give is package name. Okay, so for the Android package name, you need to go to your Android folder in the app, and here you will find this build.gradle file and scroll down and you will find this application ID. So this is our package ID. Copy this ID and paste it over here, the package name. Okay, after this we need to define our iOS parameters also. So we can say iOS parameters, and here we need to give our bundle ID. So for that, open your iOS folder in Xcode. Okay, and here you will find this bundle identifier. So you just need to copy this and paste it over here like this. Okay, after this close this. Okay, now let me tell you what this Android and iOS parameter does. And as we defining our package name or bundle ID. Okay, so for Android, when an Android user opens our link and he don't have our app, then the link automatically gonna redirect him to the Apple store, and then he will see our app if our app is live. Okay, and same way for iOS, when an iOS user opens our link and he don't have our app, then link automatically gonna redirect the user to Apple Store, and then with the help of this bundle ID, user can download our app. Okay, so if our app is not live in Google Play or in Apple Store, so we can do one thing. We have one more parameter here, fallback URL, and we just need to give a URL. So if our app is not live, then where we want to send the user, so user can download our app, maybe our website or somewhere else. Okay, so we can say, so here we need to type uri.press. Okay, and here we can type https / my android app dot link. So this is the link for our Android app, and same way we can give a fallback URL for iOS. So type fallback URL, then type uri.press, then the URL, let's say https / my iOS app dot link. Okay, so now we need to create a field for saving this parameter. So type final here, then type dynamic link params and equal to. Okay, now after this type Firebase dynamic links dot instance dot build link, and we need to give our dynamic link parameters here. So copy this, paste it over here. Okay, now after building the link, it's gonna return the URL. So here we can say URI link equal to this, and it is giving error because it's a future method. So we need to type await here and async here. So you need to type async here. Okay, now let's print the URL. So here we can say print link and colon, save it. Now reload the app and then go to a book, click on the share button, and we can see this URL. Okay, now let's check it one by one. Copy this link and open it in a web browser. Open it, and as you can see, it is redirecting us to this website, and it is the same website that we are giving here. So that's our web browser part. Now let's see what gonna happen when an Android user open this link. Okay, now for Android, let's open the URL inside our emulator. So first we need to share the link. So here after this print, type share dot share, and then our link, type here link dot to string, save it. Now reload the app and click on the share button, and we can now share the link. Let's share it with email. Okay, now I am closing the app and I got the mail. So okay, this is the email. Okay, this is the link. Let's click on it, and as you can see, after some time it is opening our app. That's good because I have the app. Now let's uninstall this app. So this is the app, uninstall it. Okay, now I don't have the app, so let's open the link again. This is the link, open it, and as you can see, it is redirecting us to this URL. So it is the same URL that we are giving here, myandroidapp.link. See, this is the same link we have here. So this is how it's work, and same for iOS. Okay, now let's run the app. Okay, now the main thing, we need to work on the path. So here when we declaring the URL, then so after the URL, when you add slash and then you type something, let's say book 1, so this is your path. Okay, so this is your path, and when someone's open the link, then you can get this path inside your app. Okay, and by this path we can tell that user want to see book number 1, so we will automatically show him book number 1. Okay, so for getting the data in the main, we need to initialize our dynamic link. So here you need to type these 2 lines. Okay, and you need to import the package dynamic links. After this, we will have this initial link, and inside this initial link we will have this path. Okay, so we in simple. Okay, so we have the path in our initial link, and we just need to give this path in our home page. So for that we need to create some variables. So first thing, we can just copy this and paste it over here at colon, and it is giving error. Go to quick fix, click on add final field, then save it, and here type initial link, and here we can simply pass this initial link. So copy this, paste it over here. Okay, now we got the initial link in our my app. Here we can say init state, and we can define some stuff, and let's define a variable string path, and path can be null. So we will add a question mark here. And now here in the init state we can say widget dot initial link dot link dot path. Okay, so we need to add if condition. If widget dot initial link not equal to null, then only we will check for the path. And here it is giving error, so go to quick fix and add a null check. Okay, so when we got the path, we just need to save the path in this field. So copy this field, paste it over here, add equal to. Okay, now we will give this path in our home page. So go to home page, and here let's create a variable final string path, and here in the home page go to quick fix, click on add final field. Now in the main, in the home page, we can say path, and copy this path variable, paste it over here. Okay, so in the home page we need to add a question mark here because path can be null. So simply add a question mark here, and that's good. Now we got the path in our home page, and it's a string, so we can simply print it in our app bar for testing. So go to the app bar, and here after the bookstore we will add a plus button, then we will type widget dot path. Okay, and it is giving error because it can be null, so we can say dot to string. Alright, now after this store, type something random that we will understand. Let's say p and then arrow, save it. Now reload the app. Now go to book detail page, and here let's see everything is okay. We are giving the path, that's good. We are building the link, and we are sharing the link. Okay, so everything is good. Now let's close the app and open it again in the emulator. Okay, so as you can see, our app bar is not updated, so we need to run it again, then close it again. So it happens sometimes, so run your app again. Okay, so app bar have the path. Now close the app and open it again. Okay, so we can see the path, that means this is the latest app. Now go to a book, click on share, and share with Gmail, and give your email address. Now open the Gmail. I got the mail, and this is the link. Okay, now let's close this app and open the link. Okay, so after some time, as you can see, our app is open, and we can see this path. It is book 1, so it is the same path that we give here, right? So now that means we are getting the path. Okay, so that's the main thing. Congratulations. And once we get the data like this, book number 1, then we can do anything. right? Run the Flutter app again. We will do some changes. Okay, now go to home page, and here once we got this path, then we need to open that book. Now let's type init state. Okay, now you need to type this widget binding dot instance dot add post frame callback, add a bracket, again bracket, arrow key, then a colon, and now we will create a function. Let's say open the book, and here in the function type int book number, then add if condition if widget dot path not equal to null. Then here inside this if condition add another if condition if widget dot path is equal to slash book 1. That means we need to navigate to our book number 1. Then add curly brackets. Then we can say our book number is 1, and here instead of saying book number we can say book number index. So copy this, paste it over here. Okay, after getting the book number, we need to navigate user to the book detail page. So here type navigator dot push context, then material page route, and add a colon at the end. Here we can say context, arrow key, then book detail page. Okay, now we need to give these parameters. So first one is book description. So we can say copy this book description, paste it over here, dot element at our book number index. So copy this, paste it over here. Okay, so it is giving error. Okay, so I think we need to initialize it before. So here we can say book number -1. After this description, we need to give book image. Scroll up, here we have book image, copy it and paste it over here, dot element at book number index, copy it, paste it over here. Same way, book name, this is book names, paste it over here, dot element at book number indexed, paste it over here. Then book price, paste it over here, dot element at book number indexed. Then book number, and book number is simply we can give our book number index, so that's good. Okay, so that's all we need to do, and we need to give this open the book function over here and add bracket. Okay, so in this function I think there is a variable called callback. So here in this bracket you can type C. Okay, so we don't need this variable, so you can simply type anything. Okay, so once our home page is built, then we are calling this function, and in this function we are checking the path. So if path is null, then we are doing nothing, and if path have book number 1, then we are navigating user to our book number 1. So that's good, and we obviously gonna see all the path here in our app bar. That's also good. Okay, so this is our testing 2. So we can say here in the app bar T2. Now reload the app. Okay, so you can see T2. Close the app. Okay, now open the app. Okay, so this is not the latest version, because in the latest version we type T2, so it is not the latest version, so we need to type flutter run again. Okay, so after opening the app, simply close it. Now open it from your emulator. So this is the app. Okay, so we can see this T2, that means this is the latest app. Okay, select a book, let's say this one. Now click on this share friend. Now click on the share button and share in Gmail. Then share Okay, now close this app, open the Gmail. Oh, this is the link. Okay, so this is the link, open the link, and bingo, and bingo. Now as you can see, we are in the book detail page. That means everything is working. Now go back. Okay, so run the app again. Okay, now there is one thing that we need to do. Go to book detail page, and here in the URL, in the path, instead of saying book 1, we will say book 2, book 3, book 4. And we are already getting the book number here, and it is an index. Okay, so if you go to home page, so if you go to this grid view builder, and here you will see book number, and we are passing the index. So according to the index, this is book number 0, this is book number 1, this is the book number 2, this is book number 3, and same way we have book number 4, book number 5. Okay, so index start from 0, we already know. Here in the book detail page, scroll down, and here instead of saying 1, add a dollar sign and curly brackets, then type widget dot book number. Okay, now it will automatically change the book number for every book, and we need to update our home page also. So here when we are getting the path, we need to update path for other book also. So here we will copy this if condition and paste it over here like this. Now if book number is 0, then we will say here 0 and add else here. So, and if book number is 1, then we will say 1. Now copy this if else condition, paste it over here. So book number is 2, then we will save 2, paste the if else again. Book number is 3, then we will say 3 here. Now paste it again. If book number is 4, we will say 4 and paste it again. If book number is 5, then we will say 5. Okay, so that's all. Now reload the app, and this is our test 3. So we will update our app bar, and let's remove some text. So we can remove this bookstore for now, and we can say test number 3, save it, reload the app. Okay, we can see this test number 3, that's good. Now close the app, close this email, close the app, and open the app in the emulator. It is not showing. Oh, okay, so it is not so I don't know why emulator doesn't show the latest app. We need to run it again, then close it again. So let's close it. So I think so close it and run app again. I think we need to do it, whatever. Okay, now close the app, then open the app in the emulator, and this is the updated one, that's good. Okay, now let's share this book, Lords of the Ring. Share this book with Gmail, and here type your email, share. Now close the app, open the Gmail. This is the link, open it, and boom, now you can see it is redirecting to the correct book, Lord of the Ring. That's good. And in the app bar we can see book number 2, so that's good. Book 0, book 1, book number 2. Same way we can share any of this book. Now if you notice, this is a long URL, right? Nobody likes long URL. Okay, now I will tell you how you can create a short URL. So run your app again, and close this Gmail, close app. Okay, now go to book detail page, and here when we are building a link, we can say it is a long URL link. Okay, and we don't need it. Instead of this, we will say Firebase dynamic links dot instance dot build a short link. Okay, add bracket, then add a colon at the end, and inside this we need to give our dynamic link params. Copy this variable, paste it over here. Okay, so this function returns short dynamic link, so we can say where short link equal to this, and we need to type await here. Okay, now copy this variable, paste here, type dot short URL, and the same way we will share this short URL. So remove this and type short link dot short URL. So type dot to string, save it. Now reload the app. Okay, let's click on this book and click on this share, and you can see this is the shortest URL we can get. So what else we need? So there is one last thing you need to know. Here in the dynamic links, you will only see the dynamic link like this when you create it manually, like clicking the button then creating the link manually. And when you create dynamic link by code, you will not see any data over here. So that's all. So that's all we need to do. Now user can share any of this book, and the best part is it is manually. We can add unlimited number of books. It's gonna work for each book. User can share any book. So this is a book example, and the same way you can add anything, like you are selling shoes and you are selling anything. The logic is same.